Students, today we are going to start the next topic of our chapter, that is circulatory pathway. Circulatory pathways means how the blood circulation happens in different animals. There are two types of circulatory pathway. The first one is the open circulatory pathway and second one is the closed circulatory pathway. So दो तरीके के circulatory pathway जनरली देखने को मिलते हैं, open circulatory pathway and closed circulatory pathway. This closed circulatory pathway was discovered by the William Harvey. William Harvey was the scientist who discovered this closed circulatory pathway by working on the living snake. लिविंग स्नेक में एक्सपेरिमेंट करते हुए उन्होंने देखा कि कैसे ब्लड जो है वो ब्लड वेसल्स के अंदर फ्लो कर रहा है. तो पहले समझते हैं हम दोनों के डिफरेंसेस के बारे में कि ओपन एंड क्लोज हमने किन बेसिस पे कहा है. In the closed circulatory pathway, blood always refine, or we can say that blood always flow inside the blood vessels. Blood always flow in the blood vessels. Whereas in the case of open circulatory pathway, blood comes out from the blood vessels and flow into the open spaces called sinuses. So यहाँ पे जो ब्लड का फ्लो है वो ब्लड वेसल के बाहर जो ओपन स्पेसेस है वहां पे हो रहा है, जिसकी वजह से जो टिश्यूज हैं, the tissue cells, they directly comes in contact with the blood. In the case of open circulatory system, whereas in the case of closed, the blood always remain present inside the blood vessels like arteries. Arteries, they carry oxygenated blood. Then arteries has to distribute these oxygenated bloods to the body part. Then they divide into the arterioles and then capillaries. Then capillaries merges out to make the venules and the veins. So this kind of arrangement is found in the case of closed circulatory system, where tissues are not directly present, they are not directly connected with the blood. Directly blood के through connected नहीं होते. Capillaries reaches to the tissues area to distribute the nutrient and gases exchange. So this is about both two types of circulatory system. We will try to understand both these two types of circulatory pathways in the more detail by showing their differences. Now let's discuss about the differences between open and closed circulatory pathway. As you can see here, the first point, in an open circulatory system, we can say that open circulatory system, blood does not remain confined in the blood vessels and comes to the certain spaces called sinuses without proper wall. तो जैसा कि अभी मैंने पहले आपको बताया कि जो ओपन क्लोज सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम होता है उसमें ब्लड वेसल्स में नहीं रहता, वो ब्लड वेसल से बाहर ओपन स्पेसेस में आ जाता है, एंड दीज स्पेसेस आर नोन एज साइनसेस. Whereas in the closed circulatory pathway, blood always remain confined in blood vessels. Second, we can say blood comes in a direct contact with the tissue cells. क्योंकि जब ब्लड स्पेसिस में बाहर आ रहा है, साइनसेस में आ रहा है, तो वहां पे वो टिश्यूज के कांटेक्ट में आएगा. So tissues directly remain floated with the blood. Yeah, they directly remain connected with the blood. Whereas in the closed circulatory system, blood never comes in direct contact with the tissue cells because blood is always present in the blood vessels. Third, blood flows at the low pressure. In an open circulatory system, blood always flows at the low pressure, whereas in closed circulatory system, blood flows at high pressure. अब ये pressure कहाँ है? This pressure is formed due to the elasticity of the wall of blood vessels. Blood vessels की wall में elasticity होती है, जिसकी वजह से उन्हें और pressure form feel होता है. This pressure is not present in the case of open circulatory system. Next point, blood flows in quite slow because यहाँ पे वही बात है कि प्रेशर नहीं होगा, ब्लड वेसल्स में फ्लो नहीं हो रहा, तो ब्लड का जो फ्लो होगा वो स्लो होगा. बट इन द क्लोज सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम द ब्लड फ्लो इज क्वाइट फास्ट. फिफ्थ, exchange of material is direct between the blood and tissue cells because blood is directly connected with the tissue cells. तो यहाँ पे directly exchange हो जाएगा materials का. Whereas exchange of materials occur through the tissue fluids. यहाँ पे tissue fluid के through exchange होगा. It is less efficient as the blood flow is not regulated. ओपन सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम जो होता है वो लेस एफिशिएंट टाइप का सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम है बिकॉज यहाँ पे ब्लड का फ्लो रेगुलेटेड नहीं है. ये डिसाइड नहीं किया जाता कि किस टिश्यू को कितना ब्लड देना है और किसे कितना देना है. सपोज अ टिश्यू रिक्वायर द लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ ऑक्सीजन एंड न्यूट्रिएंट्स, सो इट शुड बी गिवन टू द हाई क्वांटिटी ऑफ ब्लड, बट दिस टाइप ऑफ रेगुलेशन इज नॉट फाउंड इन द केस ऑफ ओपन सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम. Whereas in the case of closed circulatory system, it is more efficient as the blood flow can be regulated. Now, अब बात करते हैं हम examples की. Examples of open circulatory system is the annelids. In the annelids, the leeches show this kind of circulatory pathway, whereas some mollusks and arthropods also show. Some mollusks क्यों लिखा है? क्योंकि mollusks का ही जो एक ग्रुप है जिसे हम cephalopods बोल रहे हैं, the mollusks like cephalopods, they show closed circulatory system. क्लोज सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम में इसके अलावा एनालिस्ट से अर्थवर्म, नेरिस, cephalopods of mollusk and all vertebrates, they show closed circulatory system. So here we have seen two types of circulatory system, open circulatory system and closed circulatory system. Now we'll discuss about the heart of vertebrates. You know, heart is a pumping organ. It's a modified blood vessels. जब हम heart के बारे में बात करते हैं, heart is considered as a modified blood vessels. This is a modified blood vessels. एक्चुअली में माना ये जाता है कि हार्ट भी जो है वो एक मॉडिफाइड ब्लड वेसल्स ही है एंड हार्ट इज मेड अप ऑफ द कार्डियक मसल मसल्स. कार्डियक मसल से बना हुआ विच कैन कंटिन्यूसली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंड रिलैक्स. सो कंटिन्यूसली कॉन्ट्रैक्शन एंड रिलैक्सेशन करने वाली मसल्स कार्डियक मसल से फॉर्म हुआ है हार्ट. ईच एनिमल cardiac muscles are there. Each animal has a heart. In the case of vertebrates, if we talk about the vertebrates, in the case of vertebrate, each vertebrate has a single heart. It has a single heart, and this single heart is divided internally into the different chambers. The single heart is divided internally into the different chambers. Either they have the one or two atria, ऊपर तरफ atria or atrium. One chamber is the atria or the atrium. They are known as receiving compartment. इन्हें हम बोलते हैं receiving compartment. Whereas the ventricles are known as pumping compartment. Pumping compartment. So receiving compartment and pumping compartment. These two compartments are there. One or two atria are present in every vertebrate, whereas similarly one or two ventricles are also present in each vertebrate. These are the two chambers which collects and pump the blood. These two chambers or these two compartments, they are known as true chambers of the heart. They are known as atria and ventricles. They are known as the true chambers of the heart. इन्हें true chambers बोला जाता है जो कि हार्ट में ब्लड को रिसीव करने का और बॉडी में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने का काम करता है. बट इन द केस ऑफ सम लोअर वर्टिब्रेट्स, लोअर वर्टिब्रेट की जब हम बात करें, इन द केस ऑफ लोअर वर्टिब्रेट्स दे हैव सम अनदर कंपार्टमेंट्स आल्सो, अनदर चैम्बर्स आर आल्सो प्रेजेंट देयर एंड दे आर नोन एज एक्सेसरी चैम्बर्स. उन्हें हम बोलेंगे एक्सेसरी चैम्बर्स. सो सम एक्सेसरी चैम्बर्स आर देयर. एक्सेसरी चैम्बर्स के नेम क्या क्या है, कौन कौन से एक्सेसरी चैम्बर्स हो सकते हैं? द साइनस वेनोसस, conus arteriosus, truncus arteriosus, and bulbus arteriosus. These are the name of some accessory compartments, accessory chambers which are present in the case of lower vertebrates. Sinus venosus, conus arteriosus, truncus arteriosus and bulbus arteriosus. These all four are known as accessory chambers. So atria and ventricles, they are known as the true chambers, whereas sinus venosus, conus arteriosus, bulbus arteriosus or truncus arteriosus, they are considered as accessory compartments or accessory chambers. Why they are known as accessory? Because they are present in the case of lower vertebrates. As the evolution happens, जैसे जैसे evolution होता गया, हम higher vertebrates की तरफ बढ़ेंगे, हमें ये accessory chambers देखने को नहीं मिलेंगे. Evolution के साथ साथ ये accessory chambers either they can be merged, या तो ये merge हो गए हैं किसी दूसरे chamber के साथ, or they will convert into the some specialized structure. So this is about the different chambers of the heart. Now we will discuss about the heart of different vertebrates. We will start from the fishes, then we'll go on to the amphibians and then reptiles, and we'll discuss about the heart of bird and mammals also. Let's start with the structure and functioning of the heart of fishes. The heart of fish. अब हम अगर fish के heart की बात करें, the fish heart has a two-chambered heart. So we can say the fish's heart has a two-chambered. They have two-chambered heart. टू चैम्बर्स में से कौन कौन से चैम्बर होंगे? दे हैव वन एट्रियम एंड वन वेंट्रिकल. One atrium and one ventricle. These are the two true chambers which are found in the case of the fish's heart. Besides these two chambers, they have two accessory chambers also. Accessory chambers जो fishes के heart में present होते हैं वो है, first is a sinus venosus, and the another chamber is that is conus arteriosus. So they have two chambers and they have two accessory chambers. Let's see how the blood transport in the case of the heart of the fishes. The sinus venosus is the part of the heart which receive the deoxygenated blood from the body part. So deoxygenated blood come inside or come into the sinus venosus, and this sinus venosus transport this blood to the atrium. This lower chamber is the atria and this upper chamber is the ventricle. So sinus venosus is receive the deoxygenated blood from the body part, and this deoxygenated blood goes inside the sinus venosus. Through sinus venosus the blood goes to the atria. From the atrium the blood goes to the ventricle. Atria से जो blood है वो ventricles को transport होता है, and through the ventricles this deoxygenated blood goes to the gills for the oxygenation. यहाँ से ventricle से conus arteriosus को होते हुए through conus arteriosus the ventral aorta carry this blood towards the gills for the oxygenation. So what happens here, we can see that the heart of the fishes is only carrying or it only receiving the deoxygenated blood. This kind of heart is known as venous heart. इस तरीके के heart को हम venous heart बोलते हैं, which receive or carry only deoxygenated blood. So this heart is venous heart because it's received deoxygenated blood throughout the body parts except the gills. Gills से blood नहीं आ रहा, सारी body parts से deoxygenated blood जो है वो sinus venosus के through atria तक transport किया जा रहा है, and through atria the blood goes to the ventricle. So let's see what will be the flow of the blood. Blood कैसे flow होगा? So we can say that from the body part the blood goes into the sinus venosus. Sinus venosus में आ रहा है, and through sinus venosus the blood goes into the atrium. It goes into the atrium. Through the atrium the blood goes into the ventricle. Through ventricle the blood goes into the conus arteriosus. From conus arteriosus this blood is carried by the ventral aorta. Is carrying this blood towards the gills. It transport this blood to the gills, and gills do the oxygenation. Gills में जाके जो deoxygenated blood carry होता हुआ आ रहा है heart से, this blood will become the oxygenated blood. So through the gills the oxygenated blood, यहाँ पे हम लिख सकते हैं is become oxygenated. Here the blood is deoxygenated. So this oxygenated blood through the gills transported back to the sinus venosus. तो यहाँ पे हम body part हमने लिखा था, this oxygenated blood finally goes to the body parts. It goes to the body part through the dorsal aorta. यहाँ पे ventral aorta थी, here the dorsal aorta will transport this blood through the body part, and in the body part this oxygenated blood gets utilized. The oxygen is utilized and again the blood will become deoxygenated. तो यहाँ पे blood जो है वो फिर से deoxygenated बन जाएगा, and this deoxygenated blood will transport it to the sinus venosus again, and then atria, ventricle, conus arteriosus. From the conus arteriosus the blood will goes to the ventral aorta through the gills, and in the gills again the oxygenation will happen, and this oxygenated blood transported back to the body parts. So in this way the blood circulates in the case of the fishes, and it has two true chambers and they have two accessory chambers. ये चीज हमने यहाँ पे देखी. Now this heart is only receiving the deoxygenated blood, that's why we call it the venous heart, and we can say that the heart is only receiving the blood only once in a transportation cycle. यानी कि हम बोल सकते हैं जो heart यहाँ पे है वो सिर्फ एक ही बार blood को receive कर रहा है when the blood is transported towards the body parts. जब body part तक जा रहा है, this type of circulation is known as single circulation. So single circulation क्या है? Single circulation is the circulation where blood transported through the heart in a one time. Only one time when it transported to the body parts. So this type of circulation is known as single circulation. So we can say that fishes have the single circulation. In the fishes, the type of circulation which is found is the single circulation, where the heart is receiving the blood only one time when heart blood transported towards the body part, and this blood is deoxygenated blood. So that's about the heart of fishes. Now we will discuss about the heart of amphibians.